Disney's newest themed land has opened in Disneyland. We know the dates and kind of outrageous prices for Magic Kingdom's Halloween party. Disney Cruise Line may be back soon, and we tried loads of new rainbow snacks for Pride Month. All the Disney Parks news from the week is coming up right now. Hey everybody, it's AJ for Disney Food Blog. Now, after nearly a year-long delay, Avengers Campus at Disneyland has opened, but we got other big news to cover this week, like how much it's going to cost to experience Halloween in Magic Kingdom this fall, and when you can dine with Mickey in his safari outfit again. Let's get you caught up on all the latest Disney news. Avengers Campus is open. Avengers Campus has been a long time coming. It was supposed to open in July 2020, but the park closures put a serious delay on this new land opening. We got a chance to check out the land, the new ride, Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, the new food, including those colorful swirled churros and that giant sandwich, all the characters, and of course, the merchandise. We'll be bringing you a full video of our experience and everything you need to know about Avengers Campus early next week, so make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you don't miss that one. And head to DisneyFoodBlog.com to catch up on all our live coverage from opening day, along with full restaurant reviews and more. All right, we got dates and pricing for Magic Kingdom's Boo Bash. The Disney After Hours Boo Bash is replacing Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in Magic Kingdom this year. The 3-hour event will run you, are you ready for this? Between $129 and $199 per adult or child, plus tax depending on the event date. So they've got kind of a rolling pricing there depending on the date you attend. Now, annual pass holders, Disney Vacation Club members get a $10 discount on the dates in August and September. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party was a much longer event in 2019, with pricing capping out at $135 for adults and $130 for children. You're going to be paying $50 to $64 more to go to the party this year, which is a shorter event with fewer extras. So what's that high price going to get you? Well, you'll see characters you may not see any other time. Mickey's Happy Halloween Cavalcade with Mickey Mouse and friends in Halloween costumes, Jack's Nightmare Cavalcade with Jack Skellington, Sally, and Oogie Boogie, the fire-breathing Maleficent Dragon, Miss Carlotta at the Haunted Mansion, Goofy and Chip and Dale in their Halloween costumes, the Cadaver Dance. You get to go trick-or-treating, and there are typically extra entertainment and food offerings and ride overlays. You will get exclusive access to the parks after hours, which can mean more time to ride rides with little to no lines, but that's a pretty high price tag. We'll be following along to see what other perks may come from this event that make dropping that amount of cash for 3 hours worth it. The event's going to take place on Tuesdays and Fridays from August 10th to October 29th, along with Sunday, October 31st, of course. Guests of select Disney World Resort hotels will be able to book early purchase tickets beginning on June 8th. Everyone else can buy tickets starting June 15th. Dates that are going to sell out the fastest, of course, are going to be the first night and that last night, October 31st. Over in Adventureland, more scenes have been removed from the Jungle Cruise. Another scene has been removed, and that's the one of the dancing natives with spears. That's completely gone now. Disney hasn't announced what will be installed here instead, so for now, it's more green netting to cover up the empty spot. And the Rhino scene's been updated to include new characters featured on the ride. Felix Peckman the 13th, Dr. Leonard Moss, Rosa Soto Dominguez, Dr. Khan Chunosuke, and Siobhan Puffin Murphy are all being chased up that pole by a rhino. You can read their backstories over at DisneyFoodBlog.com. And the Festival of the Lion King in Animal Kingdom has added 2 new daily showtimes to the schedule. The new morning shows at 10:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. give you more opportunities to see this super popular theater show. You want to get in that line early to grab a seat for this one, as it does pack out pretty quickly. Now, Club Level is returning to Disney World hotels. Club Level lounges have remained closed since the park closures last year, but now the upgraded room category that gets you extra perks like continental breakfast, hot samples from resort restaurants, evening wine and beer selections, and desserts and cordials, along with exclusive concierge access, is returning. Starting in September, Club Level will once again be available at the Grand Floridian, Boardwalk, and Contemporary resorts. In December, Wilderness Lodge and Coronado Springs resorts will offer Club Level again. Disney has not yet announced a timeline for the lounges at Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Polynesian Village Resort, or Yacht and Beach Club resorts. Club Level rooms are available to book now for those resorts with Club Level reopening dates. And we're still awaiting a date for when fireworks will return to Disney World, but this week some of our followers staying at hotels around Epcot were treated to a surprise, nearly 15-minute test show after hours. Thanks Amanda in Fantasyland and Mike Kuzminski for the photos and video you sent over to us. We've seen a lot of testing recently, but it seems that they may be testing the full show, which hopefully means it's about ready to go. In anticipation of Disney Cruise Line resuming cruises for guests, they've announced their test cruises. Now, the CDC has released requirements for cruise lines that includes running several test cruises. Disney will begin their first test cruise on June 29th. It's a 2-night simulation, which will depart from Port Canaveral with volunteer passengers on board. Disney Cruise Line is also running those staycation cruises out of the UK, basically a cruise to nowhere, and will be following along for when regular passenger cruises will resume operation. Adventures by Disney has added some new itineraries for 2022. The 8-day, 7-night New England adventure includes a visit to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Between May and October 2022, there will be 10 New England departures, and 4 of them are adult-only trips. Private trips for up to 12 guests are expanding as well to include itineraries in Vietnam, Laos and Cambodia, England and France, New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, and Ireland. Booking these trips opens June 11th. Moving on to some pretty exciting restaurant and snack news, not gonna lie, Tusker House sets a reopening date. We now have a reopening date for our favorite safari character meal in Animal Kingdom. You'll once again be able to dine with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy in their safari outfits starting June 20th. The former buffet restaurant will be switching to a family-style meal for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. A modified character experience like we've seen at other reopened character meals will also be happening at Tusker House. Breakfast will cost $42 per adult and $27 per child, while lunch and dinner will be $55 per adult and $42 per child. We got the full menus over at DisneyFoodBlog.com, and reservations are available right now. Okay, June is Pride Month, and many locations around Disney World are celebrating with rainbow-colored desserts and cocktails. Everglazed Donuts and Cold Brew in Disney Springs has a new donut, a classic glazed donut with icing and rainbow garnishes for $6.50. Even the simple donuts at Everglazed are delicious and over the top when it comes to decoration. Splitsville, also in Disney Springs, has a Dole Whip cocktail flight. It's a combo of the frozen Big Wave Dave, Rum Runner, and Pina Colada with some rainbow garnishes. This layered frozen cocktail flight will be available through the month of June. Polite Pig in Disney Springs has the new frozen bourbon Keylime Pride cocktail, which tastes just like key lime pie in liquid form with just a touch of bourbon flavor. It's topped with whipped cream and a slice of lime, a rainbow sprinkle rim, and a paper rainbow straw. And Gideon's Bakehouse has released their June specials. The Santa's White Christmas Cookie is back. It's with coconut, sweet caramel, and vanilla and freshly ground White Christmas coffee beans and macadamia nuts. For Pride Month, it's covered in edible rainbow glitter. But the Rainbow Crunch Cake is the showstopper this month. It's a 3-layer vanilla confetti cake with marshmallow buttercream and cake crumbs. It's light and fluffy and very colorful. The cookie is $6, the cake slice is $10, and as with all limited release items, there's a limit of 2 per person. Over at Aristo Crepes in Disney Springs, you'll find the Colorful Crepe, which is a rainbow crepe with blueberry compote, chantilly cream, and a crumble plus whipped cream. This thing is huge and, like the name says, very colorful. It is heavy on the dairy, though the blueberry gives it a nice tart balance, so it's not too sweet. It's around through the month of June for $7.25. Also, is there a difference between chantilly cream and whipped cream? I know you guys are going to be able to tell me. Over at Sunshine Seasons in Epcot, we found the Mickey Rainbow Dome Cake for $5.95. This one is Tres Leches mousse and toasted coconut dome with a mirror glaze. Tres Leches purists won't be big fans of this one, though, as all the flavor is packed into the mousse, which is atop a plain vanilla cake. But if you love coconut desserts, then you'll probably like this one. And Kringla Bakery in Epcot's Norway Pavilion has a new rainbow cake as well. It's a colorful almond frangipane cake with chocolate ganache layers, nonpareil sprinkles, and a chocolate Mickey rainbow rectangle. This thing is deceivingly rich and very dense. Even with all that chocolate ganache, though, the almond flavor still wins out. You may want to split this one. It is pretty big and very rich. Get it for just $4.29. And Joffrey's has brought back their rainbow donut again this year, a classic donut with rainbow icing for $4.99. Joffrey's kiosks have also debuted a new tart and tangy tea. This drink is an exotic blend of iced teas, frozen lemon, and mandarin syrup for $5.69. It was very heavy on the lemon and citrus notes, but in a good way. So if you don't like lemon in your tea, you're definitely going to want to skip this one. Joffrey's is also now offering mobile order for their location in the landing of Disney Springs. You'll find it on the Joffrey's website though, not the My Disney Experience app. Restaurantosaurus and Flame Tree Barbecue in Disney's Animal Kingdom have a new cookie dough cupcake for $5.99. This is the Father and Son Cupcake for Father's Day. It's a basic vanilla cupcake with a chocolate chip cookie dough filling that we loved and topped with a caramel frosting and white chocolate piece with Bambi and his dad. This is a very basic and very sweet cupcake, though the cookie dough was a really nice addition. Fivoli Il Gelato in Disney Springs is celebrating their 6th birthday with the return of that OG cannoli shake. This treat is cannoli gelato spun with milk and topped with whipped cream, crushed cannoli shells, pistachios, chocolate drizzle, and a chocolate pistachio dipped waffle cone. This was one of our favorites back in 2018, and we highly recommend it. Now, the Drop-Off Pool Bar at Disney's Art of Animation Resort has a new limited-time cocktail. The Bacon and Bourbon Spiked Shake is a vanilla bean milkshake with Jim Beam bourbon, topped with whipped cream and a piece of candied bacon for $13. This reminded us of the Smoky Bones cocktail that used to be at Trilobites in Animal Kingdom, which was a chocolate shake instead of vanilla, but had a lot of the same aspects. So if you're missing that, you got a new option until June 30th. Not sure I really want to drink a very creamy, rich, bourbon-spiked, bacony shake at the pool, but hey, this is all about you. Now, speaking of Trilobites, that's where you can get the new Dole Whip Swirl. Well, it's not exactly new. The Trilobites twist is orange Dole Whip swirled with vanilla soft serve ice cream for $4.99. Now, we've seen this before. When they tried to take away our citrus swirl in Magic Kingdom, they gave us that orange Dole Whip swirled with vanilla. It's still at Sunshine Tree Terrace in Magic Kingdom. It's just called the Orange Cream Swirl, and it does have major creamsicle vibes. Now, the weird part is that the vanilla soft serve is tinted green, so you've got basically an orange and green swirl happening here at Trilobites, but that vanilla is the green one that you're seeing, so it's kind of weird looking, but there you go. And the Spring Roll Cart in Magic Kingdom is switching things up, y'all. They've removed the pepperoni pizza spring rolls and replaced them with the returning buffalo chicken spring rolls. They're filled with buffalo chicken and bits of celery and come with ranch dipping sauce. If you can't decide between the classic cheeseburger or one of these, you can always opt for one of each. Each set of 2 spring rolls is going to cost $9.50. Over in Disneyland Resort, Storytellers Cafe at the Grand Californian has reopened. This restaurant is typically a character meal for breakfast, though it has reopened without characters and with a 3-course breakfast and dinner. Breakfast is $29 per adult, $20 per kid. Dinner is $39 for adults and $25 for kids. We've got full reviews over at DisneyFoodBlog.com. And in merchandise news, Disney World has released a new limited edition Americana MagicBand with red, white, and blue stripes and stars on one side and Mickey on the other. We found it at Frontier Trading Post in Magic Kingdom for $34.99. And we also saw those new Star Wars mini ears in the parks this week. The black faux leather Darth Vader ears featured a little Vader helmet in the middle of the bow and Rule the Galaxy embroidered on the back of the ears. We found these at Mouse Gear and Epcot for $34.99. Cars Wishables have also arrived. The blind bag has either Mater, Sally, Luigi, or Red, and you can purchase Lightning McQueen on his own. Now, there was a recent price increase on Wishables, so they're going to cost you $12.99 in stores, but you can still get them for $9.99 online at Shop Disney. We now know the final 6 Stitch Crashes Disney featured films. Stitch has already crashed Beauty and the Beast, Lady and the Tramp, The Lion King, The Little Mermaid, and Pinocchio, with Aladdin coming soon. Series 7 through 12 of the collection will feature Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, The Jungle Book, Pocahontas, Peter Pan, and Mulan. Now, of course, a new land opening means tons of new merchandise. We'll be covering all of the incredible new souvenirs, some that actually interact with the land's new ride, in our full recap video of our visit to Avengers Campus. But if the land is too busy and you can't get in, or you weren't able to snag a park pass reservation for Disney California Adventure, you're also going to find Avengers Campus tees over in Disneyland at the Emporium. So there's our news for the week, June 5th. As always, if you want your Disney news every single day, you can get it by signing up for our newsletter. The link is in the description of this video, and we send you every piece of Disney news you could ever want throughout the week on that newsletter. Thank you guys for listening. Thanks for watching. As always, this is AJ for Disney Food Blog, and we'll see you real soon.